Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. Now we're discussing youth in advocacy. So across Nigeria and beyond, young people are no longer waiting to be invited to the table. They are organizing, speaking up, using digital platforms, community structures, and policy space to demand accountability, equity, and real change. From education and employment to climate action, governance, and social justice, the voices of young people is shaping national conversations. But how far has youth advocacy really gone? Is it influencing policy or just trending online? What are the risks, the challenges, and the real impact? This morning we are asking, are young people truly being heard? Now let's take a look at this young influencer that has joined us. Let's see what she does before we go into the discussion. All right, before we get that video, thank you so much for joining us, Zainab Suleiman Bello, being an influencer. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Hello, Zisuri. Welcome to the Extra.
I knew you were going to do that.
You know, that's
for some reason.
Zisuri, you know.
For some reason, I knew you were going to do that.
Thank you.
You know, what does youth advocacy mean to you, you know, being a young influencer?
It means a lot. I don't even know how to explain, but it's...
You being a youth, and you know, we've seen some of your videos, which we'll definitely show so that people will understand how you must be emotional right now. I can see.
You know, you can because in the videos that will be played later, you see her talking with emotions. You know, this is really coming from a place of pain.
You know, so I understand why she's the way she is, but we see what you do. That's the advocacy that we're talking about. So tell us how you found yourself doing what you do.
I just woke up one night and decided that enough is enough. Our people are suffering and everywhere is silent. Nobody cares. I don't know, even if people care, at least they should show concern. They should show that they care about the things that are being done to our people. We can't just be silent. Even if we come out and start talking, people will be like, talking would not solve the problem, or raising awareness will not solve the problem. But what is the solution? If we don't talk, what can we do? We don't have any other thing to do apart from raising awareness and talking. We have the influence, at least, even though it's not that much, but at least once we make videos, it will get to some certain kind of people. It will reach some audience. So if other people can just get up and be like me and forget about the disadvantages of speaking out, I think we'll see a lot of difference in the things happening around us in Arewa.
Yeah, so let's take a look at one of her videos before we continue this discussion.
Okay. Yeah.
Ba zan iya tunawa ba ma yau kwanan su nawa a cikin daji saboda me ba kanwata a ciki ba yata a ciki ba yan uwana a ciki dan da su dole in tuna yau kwanan su nawa. There's a kind of pain you can't understand until you've watched a parent search for a missing child. Every morning their first thought is the same: where is my child? Not a day passes without that question breaking them all over again. Instead, they wake up to silence, no updates, no answers, just waiting. People have gone back to their normal routines, back to scrolling, back to laughing, back to work, back to organizing awards shows, back to partying. But these families, their whole world is on pause. Every meal feels incomplete. Every night feels longer. Every second feels heavier. How do you sleep if you don't know if your child is safe? How do you breathe if you don't know if they are eating or begging or crying for home? This isn't a breaking news story. This is someone's daughter, someone's sister, someone's whole heart. We speak because the silence is killing them. We post because the world forgets so easily. We push because we refuse to let these children fade away. They deserve to be found. They deserve safety. They deserve a good life after this nightmare. To every abducted child out there, we are fighting for you. We are praying for you. We are waiting for you. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Okay, those videos are actually, especially the first one, was actually very emotional because this is what is really happening in Ariwa.
Yeah.
So
even though you know the video she made during when the Kebbi girls were abducted, but we know that there are some students that are still, you know, abducted, and
yes,
you know they have not.
That first video was about the Kebbi girls.
Yes, during the time.
Okay,
and
now
Alhamdulillah, I think our voice was heard, right?
yeah, because it was they
later released them. Yes, so Alhamdulillah.
So now, advocacy, especially on social media, because you use your platform to do most of this advocacy, this often comes with trolling or, you know, from government, as you know, sometimes from even government surveillance to people, to some people actually, you know, supporting some politicians in social media. We've seen a lot of times when people come under your comments to troll you.
Yes.
So how do you protect your mental health and physical safety while staying vocal?
One thing about me is that I'm doing this for passion. I'm doing it from the depths of my heart, not because of people or because of what anyone is going to say about me. So, and once you are doing this, you have to have it at the back of your mind that people must insult you, people must judge you, people must criticize you, but you yourself, you sit down and think, what am I doing? Is it good for me? Is it good for the people? What are the benefits of that thing I'm doing? So once you sit down and think about the disadvantages and advantages, the advantages are more than the disadvantages. And moreover, anything you want to do in this life, you do it because of Allah, not because of anybody. So sometimes I'll read some comments, I'll smile. Sometimes I'll read some comments and I will give them back to back. I'll reply them the reply they deserve.
Okay, so now, do you think the youth are being hurt by the government based on what you do?
This question is kind of difficult to me because I don't even know what to say right now. I don't know if the government are watching us and just deciding to keep quiet. At least we've been doing this for a very long time. The government are supposed to come out, at least address the issue and give us assurance that something is going to be done. They should give us assurance, but till date, we, the Ariwa, have not been addressed by any government official. I don't think Mr. President has come out to address and be like, Ariwa youths, we see what you're doing, we see how your people are suffering, and at least just make us feel good, make us feel like our voices are being heard. Even now, I think 2 days ago, a friend of mine, she's a Kannywood actress, so she's part of the North is Bleeding movement. She has been supporting me all along.
Fatima Hussein.
Yes, that's Fatima Hussein. Kudos to you, Fatima Hussein. Yeah, she has been part of the movement. So she once did a video, or was it a post, saying our Islamic scholars should also come out and talk about the things happening in Ariwa. Only for me to go into her comment section, people were trolling this lady, and same people were saying everybody in the Kannywood is silent. Maybe that's the reason why nobody wants to come and talk. We in Ariwa, the moment we don't come together, we do not come together and unite ourselves as one, I don't think we ever get that change we are looking for. We should come together as one. We should be united. But no, hypocrisy everywhere. The moment you come out as a girl, you want to show them that you know your rights. Kinzama, eri iska. Eri iska means you are now a nonchalant person, right? Is it nonchalant as the right word? I don't even
wayward.
know. You are now wayward.
At what point did you realize that your platform can actually or could be more than a content, but a tool for change?
Because there was a time, is it that I had issue with a certain photographer, and I called him out. During that time, I saw like a lot of people heard and understood what I was saying. Until date, I don't think that same issue has ever happened. People really understood what I was trying to explain. And one thing I noticed about my audience on my platform is that they love when I'm doing this. They always engage on posts that has to do with this. So why not? If it will cost me nothing to talk about my people, it will cost me nothing. If at the end, maybe one day, Ariwa becomes better, I think my name would be among one of the people that has helped, even though not that much help, but at least I'll be remembered.
You're doing a great
I'll
deal.
be remembered for one good thing at least. If even though they said, someone said we are doing this to clout chase, we are clout chasing, or we are just trending. At least we are trending for the right reason. Those people trending for rubbish, are we not better than them? If you want to trend, at least trend for the right reasons. So I don't care about what anyone has to say about me for now. My ears are like this. You can talk as much as you want.
Okay, now, there's this saying, a lot of people are saying, especially to you people that advocate, especially on social media, that once there is a killing, because there are killings every day and mass abductions.
Yes,
so you
yeah.
come out, talk, then another one comes up and you come out and talk. No, they killed people in Kepi, no, they killed people in Zamfara or Katsina or stuff. And then nobody will say anything about it. It will pass and everybody will go back to his normal activities until they kill another set of people in another state again. So now, as an advocate and what are you people in the group of advocates are doing in the Stop the North is Bleeding or the Stop Insecurity in Ariwa are doing to ensure that it doesn't stop or at the, okay, coming out to talk on social media, then keep quiet until when another one happens again?
We are trying our best. That's what I can say for now. Because at some point, you know, this saying, the Akache, body no be firewood. Sometimes you might be emotionally down. You might be feeling like, I just don't feel like talking today. I just don't feel like posting today. Like if you go through my page, I didn't post anything that has to do with Ariwa is bleeding or not is bleeding yesterday. Because I was so down. I needed some encouragement. But we will try our best. We will not let this be like the other time. We'll keep on posting. We'll keep on using the hashtag. But we also need support. People don't know how hard it is to come out and lend your voice out.
As a girl in northern Nigeria.
Exactly. And as even a married woman. The other time, that video that I did, I was saying enough is enough. I saw a comment, is it of a guy or a girl? Only you inside men. Ana azumi during Ramadan.
Oh.
I smiled.
He didn't really check the message you're passing, but instead
all he cared about was, I'm a girl, I'm a woman.
At least.
I'm a married woman.
Exactly.
Inside men.
Inside men.
So
those men, were they even... let me just
so does that, thank you for saying you're a married woman, because I know you have 2 kids.
Yes, I'm a mom of 2.
Yes, beautiful kids, even though, you know.
Yes, Khuraira and Halima.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So
actually.
I wanted to ask if you get support from your husband, your family members for doing what you do.
Yes, my husband is my #1 supporter.
Oh, beautiful.
My husband is retired Commodore S.A. Bello. He's my #1 supporter. Even that video that I went to shoot, he was
right
beside me.
you.
Yes.
And another person here is here telling you stuff.
Yes.
As a
if my husband is in support of what I'm doing, then who are you to tell me to stop? Who are you to tell me no? The only person right now, my parents, my mom is late, so she was the one that can stop me from doing something. She's no more. I have my husband now. He's my everything. So
yeah.
if If he did not tell me to stop, then what is your business?
But will you stop if he tells you to stop?
If he tells me to stop,
It will be difficult.
it will be kind of difficult, but I would try to explain some few things to him. And I know by the time I explain those things to him, he will let me do whatever I'm doing.
So, but do you think young people, you know, you talked about if young people like yourself would do what you're doing, there will be a lot of changes. Do you think some young people, some youths out there want to do what you do, but the fear of, you know, getting bullied by either, you know, top
exactly.
officials,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
also
yes.
the social media trolls
Sometimes-
has
Like,
stopped.
not
Sometimes-
everybody has the courage you have to do what you're doing.
They are afraid because this is Nigeria. May Nigeria never happen to any one of us.
Amen.
This is Nigeria. You know, even online, there are a lot of influencers. Let's take Very Dark Man as an example. How many times has he been arrested? More than how many
Countless.
times? You can't even count how many times. So imagine
Yeah.
if he doesn't have people that are behind him, fighting for him. Do you think he will be out? No. His case will be closed. So people are afraid. People are afraid. There's a guy in the north. He's also an influencer, and he also talks about things happening. He didn't even make the video himself. It was an edited video. Another page posted it and merged some other words he was saying. So it has to be like he was talking about the president. And that was not the real video. It was an edited copy. Do you know that our government official could not differentiate edited video and original video? They tracked this guy down. He was in the mosque. They picked him up
Because he spoke
direct
and he didn't even
and
make
brought
the
him
video.
to Abuja from Kano. They brought him to Abuja.
But they can actually, if they can pick somebody up, they can actually pick the
all the-
bandits.
God
God
that are making
bless you.
videos.
That is our question. That is our question. These bandits are out there making live videos on TikTok, showcasing the ransom they collected from people, from the poor masses. Why can't they be tracked? But the moment someone gets up and tries to show that he or she is not happy with what the government are doing or is doing, sharp, they don't pick them up.
They have picked you up. Definitely.
So that is to show you that they are seeing everything that is happening. They are aware of everything that is happening. They are just refusing to hear our cry, to listen to us. Look at the western parts of Nigeria. If it were them that they are doing all these things, look at the NSAS protest. Sharp, they don't take action. Answer me now.
They did.
Okay, now.
To show that is to show.
Answer me now, Fatima. You know,
Okay, you
I'm not using that phrase on you.
She doesn't
Fatima,
look at me.
answer me now.
Answer me now.
Yes.
I was waiting for her to make more points, you know.
Yeah. So, Zisuri.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Just answer
What
first.
needs to be done, or what needs to happen, you know, for for the government to hear the youths more? Do you think constant protests, constant advocacies online helps, or what more needs to be done? What will hit the government?
Online helps, but like I said earlier, we need to come out as one. Now, even though you come out and say, you want to do protest, everybody just be looking at you. May you go, may them kill you now. They'll be like, may you go, may them kill you now. They will not come out. And how do you expect only one person to do all those kind of things? And how did they even say it? Okay, I think it's outside this thing. That one that they said, one broom cannot something, or if you join plenty broom, you cannot break
United.
it.
Many brooms.
It's all about
united,
unity,
yes,
right?
can sweep right. Okay, many focus on the killings and abductions themselves, but they tend to forget that there are underlying root causes of these issues. They just wait for an abduction or killing to happen. They just come out and say, somebody, blah, 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 they have killed somebody again or something. So from your perspective, what are the underlying governance failures that allow these crimes to persist?
I think the first thing is lack of security and poverty and lack of is it job opportunities, or will I say
unemployment?
Unemployment. Poverty. Let's emphasize more on that poverty. Poverty is dealing with us Nigerians. Poor man, anything where you tell poor man, say me in con do, you go give him money, you go do him.
Yeah, just like so for example, the mosque killing in Maiduguri, the man that brought in the bomb into the mosque. I think he was paid how much? How much again, Fatima? Less than 100. I can't remember. Less than 100,000 to bomb people.
It's not surprising because there are some of the bandits that were caught. And some of them
you will see their videos.
Yes, they said we know a while back during
if you hear the prices they are collecting.
20,000 for killing a person.
Oh yes,
20,000.
That is to show you they have upper hand.
20,000.
How would you collect millions? Then you'll be giving 10,000.
Because 20, you see these bandits are malnourished. You know, they're not even that strong enough.
Bless you.
You see poverty.
That is what I'm telling you.
Engulfed.
They are brainwashed.
So why are they doing this? And they collect millions and billions.
They are brainwashed, so they may not. Sometimes, you know, when you are hypnotized, you're
God bless you.
You don't know what you do.
Emphasize more on that because I don't think a normal human being, like on a normal day, can do all those things they are doing. That is to show you they have upper hand. They have people that are sponsoring them.
So aside the presidency that a lot of people are always calling out, we have other government levels. We have the governors, we have the state and national assembly altogether. So people don't tend to, what do you think, what are you people doing to make sure that you don't always call out only the presidency, but the whole system, from the governors?
That's why they say the government. When you say the government,
you know,
yes. But if you notice on my
advocates, a lot
videos,
of them, they just call, President Tinubu do this.
Yes.
President. They tend to forget that we even have the local government chairman. What are they doing? Because you cannot, as youth, I believe we have to start from the grassroots.
Yes.
Okay. Who are the people closer? The leaders closer to the grassroots are the councillors and
local government chairman.
What are you people are you people calling them out to do something about it?
Well, most of my videos I do say, dear Mr. President, governors and government officials that are in power.
Yeah.
So I think that
captures,
or you can't start saying local government chairman, councillors, House of Rep. You understand? Yeah. Once the video is too long, people will not wait to watch it.
So you know when you talk about grassroots, and when you say grassroots, you talked about local government chairman. Let's not forget the ward heads also. Let's not forget the emirs also in those communities or those states that are governing that particular place. I mean, we need to see more leaders. Yes, traditional leaders. We need to see more synergy. We need to see them do something. They know some of these perpetrators, whether we like it or not. But I would like to ask you something. Do you think...
Wait, let me even tell you something. There's a video I once saw on TikTok. One of those headsmen, like... The guy said, all of you that even... he was like, you guys are calling us out. Go and talk to your local government chairmen. We used to pay them before we bring out our cattle.
Oh.
I saw that guy, because even me, I'll be like, why on earth will they allow those people be roaming around? Sometimes in this Abuja highway, you will see cattle everywhere.
Cows,
you see cows. Because I used to feel like, why would they restrict them, even in FCT? So I saw the guy saying that.
Let me. There's okay. Now there's actually in my program inside Abuja that I talked. We explored the Ruga settlements. These Ruga leaders actually said, because of the development and land grabbing and everything, they have gotten development have reached their Ruga. The Ruga that is inside the bush right now has been reached by development, and a lot of buildings are taking place, and this is where they know for hundreds of years. So the cows do not have anywhere to tend to their cows, and they're afraid to go deeper into the forest because the Ruga leaders are actually afraid are scared of the herdsmen too. You know,
But then
so
the
they
question
don't have
now,
any choice than to bring out these cows.
who
to,
owns the cows?
You know, they said a lot of people. Actually,
Because now, let me
they
tell
said
you,
lots of people owns the cows. So
A lot
lots
of
of people
people-
means
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Yeah. So now here's the thing. I totally agree with almost most of the things you said, because now, for example, I want to go into a business and I want to do animal farming. I may not be able to do it within Abuja, so I have to go to Ruga or somewhere in community where they can actually breed those things, right? So my money is there. I've bought, maybe I have 10 cows. They graze them, whether you like it
graze
or
them,
not.
whether you like it or not.
Take them
Exactly.
around. So does it mean that the government officials or some of them have
Some of this? Of
you know?
course, that's very. It's evident.
Because that's the question that people keep asking when they see animal grazing, especially in the
Because they say they are
federal
afraid to
capital
go
stretch.
deeper into the forest because they steal their cows too. What do you call it? Cattle rustling.
Yeah.
So they steal the cows too. So they are afraid. So they don't have any choice than to
Zainab,
graze the cows in town.
Yeah, I want to ask this very important question. You know, when advocating or being an activist, when you are doing activism online, do you think a lot of the influencers are protecting their brand, and hence they don't want to talk about some of the serious issues because they don't want to lose on brand deals?
Yes, they are. They are. Because even some of them, to even repost videos that has to do with insecurity in Arewa, they won't. And they can't tell me that they are not seeing it. They are seeing it. Some of them even came out and was like, it's not cho-cho-cho. It's not cho-cho-cho that will solve the problem. You are lying down on your bed and you are telling us it's not cho-cho-cho. I told them that if you cannot come out and speak, just keep quiet. But you can't be lying down comfortably on your bed and be giving us opinions on what we work and what we not work. Most of them, like what we said earlier, they are afraid. Some of them, maybe governments used to give them PR or something like that. So definitely, you cannot come out and insult the person that is feeding you now. You cannot.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
You don't bite the hands that feed you.
So, Zisuri, for your followers who feel overwhelmed or hopeless about the situation in northern Nigeria especially, what is one simple but powerful way they can join your advocacy today? What courage are you going to give them? For those of them, like hundreds are watching you, want to join you, but like we mentioned earlier, they are not courageous enough like you to join your advocacy.
If I can do it, why can't they? If I can get up, leave my 2 children at home and come out and talk. Do I not want to protect my children? They will also have children. If they don't have now, they will have in the future. They think we are doing this thing because we feel like doing it. We are doing it because of the future of our children. We are doing it because of the future. Because I can't imagine seeing any of my loved one in this kind of condition I do see the kidnapped victims in. So the only thing I can tell them is, if I can do it, why can't you do it? What do I have? Do I have money? Do I have power? I don't have anything. And yet, I'm doing it. I just want to tell them that there are a lot of ways to address issues. You know, some people, once they want to address issues, they start raining curses and insults. That's not a good thing to do. There are different ways to address issues. You address issues in a polite way. You don't rain curses on your government officials. I don't think that's a good thing to do.
I think that's one thing I've noticed about your advocacies, your videos. You don't insult.
Yes, I don't.
But you make points. And I want to also know, has there been any time where you spoke about something, an issue, that you later felt or you later realized you needed to do more research about?
It was this one is not regarding insecurity. It was about a rape case that trended. That Mirabel of a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I came out immediately. I saw her video because I felt so bad. I cried. I made video immediately and posted that she has been raped talked to men. I bashed men. I bashed them.
She said, I bashed men.
Yes, I bashed them.
Okay.
Then only for me to come back online, I realized this girl lied. I felt so bad.
The Twitter,
it was disappointing
yes,
to you and
really
embarrassing.
disappointing.
Yes. No, it was not actually embarrassing because I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl.
From the point of concern as a lady. Yes, I understand.
So what made me felt bad was that I was not thinking I should have just waited some more and gather more info. But it was because I was very, very angry.
Yeah,
I was very angry.
I mean, it was emotional when people saw her crying, but then a lot of backlashes also when a girl comes out to say I'm raped.
But that's a very bad thing to do.
Yeah.
I believe that the amount of concern they give or the rape victims, the amount of what do you call it, Fatima? The amount of attention they give the rape victims should be given the same to the men that are
abused,
that have been
accused falsely.
Yes.
Because she needs to go to jail, if you ask me. Because how can you just uncomfortably?
There are cases like that because when
she totally ruined our mental health.
Exactly.
When the Mirabel's issue
traumatized.
happened, a lot of people came out, under some comment sections that I saw, because a lot of people spoke about it. I saw some men also speaking about
that
it.
That was the beginning of Simi's case that we're going to talk about much later.
And then, but also some people made reference to Natasha accusing Akpabio. Up to now, no proof.
Yeah.
So a lot of issues like that keeps, even when a person is violated because there's no proof, the next thing is a lie.
So now, time is no longer by our side, but in 2 minutes, I really want to address this issue. Now, it's a very sensitive issue because anything that has to do with Islamic leaders in northern Nigeria is actually sensitive. Me inclusive and many other people came out and was like, what are the Islamic leaders doing? They're not talking enough, in as much as there are some people, some Islamic sheikhs that are out now talking about this insecurity. But you and I know that people that have a huge influence in northern Nigeria, the core northern Nigeria especially, is the Islamic leaders. So most of them are refusing to speak. And anybody that comes out to ask why they are not speaking receives a huge backlash, just like Fatima was saying. So what can you say about this? How can we, in as much as some of them are actually talking, but not as much as when they were campaigning for the government in 2023.
So, what I can just say is that I think everything, like what I said earlier, is about that unity. So, if one person comes out and say, our Muslims, our Islam scholars are not doing, they are not doing the right thing. Or I will not say they are not doing the right thing actually, right? They are not doing what they are supposed to do when it comes to insecurity in Arewacin Nigeria. Like you said, people will come for them. They will start running.
You don't insult our leaders, Islamic leaders. Who are you? How dare you?
Because how dare you insult? You come for our Islam scholar. How dare you? So I think most of the times the government use them. I won't say brainwash. They'll be like, it is only God that can remove you from this suffering. Where have you seen somebody? If it's only God that used to remove somebody from suffering, lie down. Why do you come here today? Why are you here today? Why and sleep at home now? So that food will come from heaven.
You pray and put the hard work.
You can't just be sitting and be crossing your leg.
Yeah. God will answer, but you have to also make effort.
God will help me.
Make efforts.
You have to work hard now.
God does not like docile people.
And the most annoying part is that it's even the people that are suffering the most that will come out and be is it backlashing you? I've been waiting in the column.
Yes. The people that suffer a lot.
Yes.
Actually. The ones that actually
the ones that you are even fighting for. Because, if we now like this, we choose not to talk about this thing.
Nothing will happen. Someone will do it, or everyone will just go.
They are the ones suffering, and they are the ones that have been brainwashed that it is only God that can remove you from this condition.
Do not do anything.
Just sit down and pray. Alukulut. Ayatul Kursi. You pray. During Ramadan, get up in the night and pray. Have we not been praying since? Prayer is a must. We pray every day.
Yeah, it shouldn't even come up in a conversation because you have to pray.
Because as a human, you have to pray. Every day you wake up, you pray.
Of course.
So,
in as much as prayers changes events and God comes first, but even God himself wants you to make efforts, like Fatima said.
You have to make efforts.
You pray, then you make efforts. How are we able to? Meaning, before God helps you, you have to help yourself.
That's the making effort. You know, when you are sick, you ask God for shifa. When you're hungry, so you have to one way or the other.
Okay, you have cancer now. Okay, you sit and be praying. God remove the cancer. God remove. You'd not go to the hospital. How is it possible?
Exactly. So before we go, what keeps you going when you see that or you realize things are not changing or going the way you want them to go? What keeps you going?
I think it's just motivation.
Is it prayer too?
It's not prayer. Maybe prayer is part of it too, but I know it's God, because God and few people that encourages me. If there are some comments I'll read, I'll just smile. It will boost my morale. I'll be like, oh, at least someone is giving me some accolades. People are watching me.
Okay, the time is no longer here.
Yes, now that the time is no longer here. I mean, talking about, reading comments, and we just saw that we're supposed to have taken this on the entertainment, but the gist is so sweet. I'm sure the time is exhausted. But we're talking about King Michi, what is happening right now between her, Jojo of Lele, and Very Dark Man. Yesterday night, she took, is it hypo? Yeah, she tried to commit.
They even announced it that she's dead.
That's clout, if you ask me. It's
more than
different.
clout.
Why would you?
Why I'm saying this is because you were talking about comments that are backlashing, that are criticizing, because it felt like she came out saying, "Oh, she did a lot." I mean, yes,
but
she did
people
a
are
lot
not seeing her efforts.
She
just because of one small mistake. Now everybody is against her.
It's against her, and she has done a lot. Do you think backlashes like this actually takes a toll on influencers like yourself?
Yes, they do. They do a lot. They do. And I do make videos telling people that before you speak, you think. Before you spit anything out of your mouth, sit down and think, this thing I'm going to say to this person, this thing I'm about to say to this person, if it is being said to me, how would I react? How would I feel? If you tell yourself, say, I'll not feel good though, then don't do it. Don't do it to anybody. If you see something you don't like, this is a free world. Scroll past.
Okay, now time has
this
in 30 seconds to 1 minute, you're an advocate of stop insecurity in Nigeria at large.
Hashtag not is bleeding.
Not is bleeding. So what in the future, nearest future to come, what do you want to see?
Wow. See me smiling. I'm imagining everything.
Just tell us your imaginations right now before we wrap up the show.
I just want to see us living in peace. I want to see our youth engage in something, doing something good, having good jobs, white-collar jobs, living in peace. We should have security. Our lives should matter to the government. I think that's all. First of all, is that security that we need. Once there is that security, I think a lot of things will reduce. Then, government, people should help us and fight poverty. Our people are suffering.
We spoke about it before you came.
A lot.
That was our conversation on the phone, phone in this morning. Well, thank you so much, Zainab Suleiman Bello, for taking your time to be on the program and also sharing your expertise.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for being on Daybreak.
You're welcome.
So as we wrap this, segment, or should I say Daybreak Extra, 2 hours of amazingness, one thing I want to tell you is advocacy is no more a side conversation. It is now a movement. I mean, based on the conversation we just had, I'm sure you will believe that. Well, I'm Fatima, Ahmed, Musa. On top of the hour, Adini Ajishafe will be bringing you sport news. Stick around.
And I am Maryam Idris. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more programs like this, more news and more documentaries. Have a very beautiful weekend ahead.